Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, bell notification, subscribe to the channel as Bitcoin's down 3% or $2,000 to 65,517. Comment down below, share this. Most importantly, like it so that YouTube will recommend it to get the truth and information from the #1 cryptocurrency and XRP insider here on YouTube. I do have another video that's uploading. It might be up now, but the audio was not very good, so I'm making this quick video. And I was telling you how you can make money in a cryptocurrency correction, whether it's a bull market correction or a bear market correction, without selling your crypto, most importantly, without using very high risk of losing your money in leverage and the unpredictability of call options and put options, more specifically, if you're trying to say there's going to be some kind of correction to the downside, and how I am trying to make money. I did take some money off the table, though, not XRP or XLM, but I was up 160% algo. So I did take off my initial position. I still have $800 on there. I was up 1,000, so I took out my initial position on it because I believe that's going to go down. I did sell it out at 31 cents on Friday. H-bar, I did sell off 90% of my position when it was up about 35%. AMP, I made a quick 160% on a swing trade. So we have $1,800 on the sidelines and $2,000 in coins right now on Coinbase. And that $1,800 is almost essentially all profit. But the way I'm doing this without selling any of my XLM to make money on a Bitcoin correction is with the Bitcoin ETFs that are around that no one's really talking about. Is there's the inverse of the Bitcoin ETF. Right? So if you think Bitcoin that's up 250% from 14,000 swing low to 74,000 roughly swing high, if you think it's got to have a 25 or 50% correction in the Bitcoin price, you can take the inverse correlated to the Bitcoin ETF. You can take the Pro Share Short Bitcoin Strategy ETF, right? And that is BITI. And you can buy that at any of your brokerage houses, Robinhood, Charles Schwab, anything like that, right? And we did put $2,000 on it on Friday when Bitcoin was rising still, and it was at about 69 or 70,000. I think it was about right at 70,000 because it got up a little bit higher than that, and I was down initially on the position. But you can see we're up 4.73% on this position. It's not margin, it's straight shares. You cannot get liquidated in this. It's not on leverage. It's just like buying a normal stock. You're just buying the inverse of the bullish call, or the bullish ETF, right? Thinking that Bitcoin might go down. And if you're looking at the technical analysis on that ETF, the BITI, you can see that this ETF, when it came out conveniently enough to fleece, heist, and shice, because this is all a manipulated market, this ETF, the short, came out right as Bitcoin was at the end of its big, brutal 2-year bear market at $15,000. And notice, just like the Bitcoin price, this is in a falling channel, which is a bearish continuation pattern, but a bullish reversal pattern at the bottom usually, as a technical target would be up here where the rising or the falling channel started. And it's a falling channel because it's in a down and sideways descent. And you can see the width is the same at the top, or the start of it as it is at the bottom, where it's eventually going to break out, right? And this thing, you could 1 or 2 extra money on a 25 or 50% correction in Bitcoin. And the Bitcoin price, just like we were just looking at, you can see this is exactly in the same formation as the inverse, except this is obviously going in the bullish direction. But on a Bitcoin correction, if it falls out of there 25 or 50% down to 40,000 and goes down, 35 to nearly 50% down to just $41,000, this inverse ETF, you could have a bunch of people pile into this as you get a bunch of longs getting squeezed out now, and then the short starting to rally. And you could get, just on a 25% correction in Bitcoin, you could get a 50 to 75% correction to the upside in the ETF. And then you could profit as Bitcoin has a correction without selling, and very, very low risk. Just taking the inverse and something that's been beaten down as Bitcoin's been skyrocketing the last couple of, really the last year, almost a year and a half now, right? From the end of 2022 all the way through 2023, now to start 2024. And you can see as I leave you here, the XRP price and I apologize on that audio, is in the same formation, a rising channel. It's had several hits, upper resistance, manipulated, correlated, judge, pump, right to fleece, heist, and shiest, the retail trader. And you'll remember when we were in that orgasmic blow off top during that day, I was telling you, do not FOMO in, do not buy the pump, because there would be better buying opportunities if you could just use and stay level headed with your game plan. And then notice in the manipulated fashion, it gave back 100% of that pump, right? It hit the peak on that 1 day pump somewhere right around July the 14th, and it gave it all back in August. So in less than a month, it gave 100% of this 1 day 95% pump for the XRP, right? And what we're watching here now in the XRP is what exactly, come on, you can't just delete what I want. What exactly happens? Oh, Jesus. What exactly happens here now that we're consolidating? Do we do the same thing like the Bitcoin price? If we have a huge correction, do we come back down to this 37 cents? No, we don't give a shit about that. Do we come back down to, excuse my French, to the 37 cents? That was a major support level way back here for the better part of a year. That started back here in about May of 2022, and then we finally broke out of that range in about March of 2023. So just about a year we were sitting in this range. Like, subscribe, and share, my beautiful audience. Peace and love.